What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's reaction video, and today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Bumblebee Whisperer. Bumblebee, thank you so much for all of your continued support and being the absolutely beautiful human being that you are. It means the absolute world to me to have you as a supporter, so thank you so much, and thank you for another chance to check out an absolutely old school hit. I a lot of the time when Bumblebee sends her requests through to me, they are for artists that I either know or have heard the songs that or heard of the songs that she's requesting, and that's why a lot of the times we do live versions of those songs so I can get to experience them in a different way for the first time for all of you here. But this one is a different one for me. Bob Seger is a name that I have heard. I've heard the name Bob Seger. I don't think I've heard any of Bob's music. I might be wrong with that, but if you ask me what is a song by Bob Seger right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you a single one. So Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band are someone that I'm definitely not at all familiar with. I did confirm with Bumblebee with this one because I was like, hey, it's, I don't know Bob Seger, so if you want me to do a studio recorded version or anything like that, I can do it. Apparently, this is definitely the version that Bumblebee wants. Apparently, the live version of this is incredible, and I can't wait to check it out. So thank you so much for putting this in front of me. We are going to get into this. This is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. As always, please check out the original video linked below, or in this case, the original song linked below. Give the original a like and a comment and subscribe. And we're going to get into this. This is Turn the Page Live. Let's go. Hang on, I just want to make sure that was all the way at the start. Yo, you're gonna come straight in off the first moment with whatever. Is that a saxophone? What kind of instrument are we playing there? What kind of woodwind instrument are we playing here? Because immediately it hits my ear like a saxophone. It's got that kind of sexy type sound to it. As the first thing you hear is just this wah wah in your ears. I am so freaking here for that. Let's go.
On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha,
Okay.
you can listen to the engine moaning out his one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before.
He has such an awesome voice. Like, just such a cool, nice, rich sound to his voice. Such a storyteller voice right away off the bat. But just like, you can tell he's going to hit some power later in this song. But from the first moment, it's just, you can just feel how strong and powerful his voice is. It is nice.
The girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do.
I don't know. Someone needs to let me know exactly what the name of this particular style is. I think it's been told to me before, but I don't want to get it wrong and assume or guess. But this kind of, the only way I can put this into words is this is like road trip music for me. This is the kind of music where if I'm gonna be in a car and it's gonna cut to like cinematic montage of me driving somewhere, it's going to be like this kind of plucking on an acoustic guitar with someone singing this soulful kind of style with just a little bit of that kind of sad edge to it. It just hits in a real special kind of place, doesn't it? It just hits in a real special kind of way, and Bob is nailing it.
Wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. See, here I am on the road again.
Okay.
There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page.
Yo, I'm not 100% certain here, but from that last little section of the verse or chorus there, this sounds like a song about him being on the road. Like right there on the chorus, it was kind of a thing of all you want, he's basically saying all he wants to do is be back home. He doesn't want to be on the road anymore. But here I am on the road again. Here I am back up on stage performing. I feel like this is a song written about the life touring and like how difficult that life can be. So yeah, I hadn't realized that's kind of what the song was about when I said about like the road trip vibes. There's just something about this sound. I think that it comes from the fact of if any of y'all have played, it's a bizarre link here, but if any of y'all have played the video game Days Gone, in that they have these moments where you'll have to travel from one location to another riding on your like big chopper motorbike. And each time they do it, you have these kind of, even though you're riding the motorbike and going directions, a song comes over, and it's always a song that has similar vibes to this, or that kind of plucking on a guitar with those big type notes that just hit so nicely. This feels like it would fit right in with any of those, and I imagine that these were the vibes they were going for when they were picking songs like that. They were going, we want like Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band vibes. If this is what they always sound like, I could definitely see that. But the man's vocals are just stunning.
Turn the page.
The way he held that was nice.
Well, you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but
Yo, I have to keep reminding myself this is live, and I say this with almost all of Bumblebee's requests because that's the thing that's always so shocking about them, is how good their vocals are considering these are live recordings. But the way that he just did that little style and that little flair on, I think it was Shake Off the Cold, I think it was that section. Ooh, the vocals that he did there in that one part just had me like, felt them ripple through my whole body, let's be real.
and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode.
My initial thoughts about this one were right. This is definitely about the double-edged sword. I get the feeling off of this song, either Bob's written this about himself, and he is the kind of person who has grown up loving being a musician, wanting to be a musician and wanting the life of an artist, not necessarily wanting the life of fame, not necessarily wanting his life to be continuously being on the road, traveling around place to place, performance after performance, never having a moment to yourself, never being able to go into a restaurant and just have a meal without everyone staring at you and going, oh my God, is that Bob Seger? You know, like I feel like that is what this song is about, because what he just said there about like all he wants to do, he's been on the road for ages. You're tired, you're worn down, it's cold. He just wants to go in and have a nice meal. But the second he walks inside, he's feeling all the eyes on him. He's feeling everyone watching him because he can't have a single moment of peace. And I feel like it's such a sad thing sometimes because, like, obviously these artists are so thankful and so grateful for the fact that they have these fans because they make their lifestyle possible. But at the same time, that doesn't mean they're not entitled to having their own privacy and their own life and their own, a chance to go out and have a meal without being hounded or talked to or bothered. It would be a really hard life to live for them.
Want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go playing star again. There I go, turn the page.
way he always holds that last line of Page is so stunning. I'm curious about that last little section of the verse there though, because it says that it's always the same question, or you sometimes hear them muttering. It's generally the same, and is that a woman or a man? And I'm curious about what that line means, or what he means by it. Maybe the picture we have here of Bob Seger's deceiving, because this is off a greatest hits album. So maybe back in the day he had more of an androgynous kind of that rock star 60s look about him. Maybe that's what they're going for. I might have to put a picture up on screen here. I'm gonna have to do a Google and see if that's the case, and see if that's what they're going for. But if not, I'm curious what he meant by that line. So let me know down below if I'm way off base there, what he means by that. But yeah, just that chorus, I love the way it built the second time around, because the first time you listen to it, the song hasn't really come in yet, and he hasn't really built it. So he's singing those lines, there I go, back on the road again. And there was like this almost not quite silence. There was like one or two little things in between there, but it was just these kind of pauses in between each of those lines. Now that we've hit this second chorus, we have more instruments coming in and filling those parts. And I can just tell by the last one of these, that's going to feel so full, and so like in between each of those lines is going to have so much in it, because it's just slowly building. And I love that.
Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give away, as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play.
I need to go back there because I want to hear exactly that line again. But the way that he said that little part about giving yourself fully, and then it comes in with that saxophone or whatever it is, I think it's a saxophone that comes in with the wah wah afterwards, was just so well done. But I want to pick up on the exact line he said here, because it was only once it moved past I was like, ooh, that was heavy.
In the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give away, as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play.
That part right there, that's what it was. Every ounce of energy you try and give away as the sweat pours out your body. Like the fact that when you're a performer like this, when you're someone like this, you can't have an off night. You can't have a low energy night, or a night where you're just not feeling it. Because number one, it's not fair for the people who are paying for the tickets. And number two, I don't know what it was like back here. I don't know how fast words spread back here, but especially today, for artists today, they have that one bad night, that one bad concert, and it's all over social media. It's all over the news. It is, oh, has this artist lost it? Or is this person burnt out? The stress of the road, too much for this artist. You know, it's going to be everywhere, all over the tabloids, all over. And like all that you need to have is one bad night where you kind of just, you know, not putting all the energy out there on stage. And number one, you feel like you owe more than that to your fans. And number two, like I said, it's going to be everywhere. And that's the kind of thing that can really damage a career, because who's going to want to go and see that person again? But it's so unfair to the artist, who night after night after night needs to go out there and be giving away 110% of themselves, and then still meant to have something left over after that. The burnout that these artists must have felt being on the road like this and going through this kind of stuff, and that they still feel today, is heartbreaking.
Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Here I am.
Yes.
On the road again. There I am,
my man is gonna sit there through this whole song, through this whole damn song, just singing gorgeous vocals, just doing a full storyteller type thing, singing from his heart, letting the music build, letting everything grow. And I said I could feel a crescendo coming by the end of this song, the way that chorus was going. The last thing I expected was for him to bring in that perfectly controlled, kind of distorted growl of, "There I go, sir. You're gonna at me." I was not freaking ready for that at all. My jaw must have hit the damn floor when he hit that note. Are you kidding me? And that last chorus is just gonna feel so freaking big and go so hard in a way that I was never prepared for. Oh my god, I'm listening to that whole damn thing again. I need to hear the way this man had that growl on his voice was just so well done. Like so freaking well done.
Here I am on the road again.
Come on!
There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing story again. There I go, there I go.
Yes! Oh my god. Yo, you want to talk about putting an exclamation point on your song. You want to talk about building to a crescendo. This man just showed us how to do it. Bob Seger just showed you how to put a crescendo on your damn song. And that was live. That was live that he came in with that and that growl. Sir, 10 out of 10. That was bonkers. And again, oh, actually, you know what? We got a little picture on the screen here of in the middle here of Bob with some longer hair. And I'm a guess that might have been what he was referring to when you go to small towns or small things with small minds, that they might have been saying the wrong thing. Either way, wow. Freaking wow. I am flabbergasted. I did not expect that shift at the end. This is the kind of song that, like I said, I have an entire playlist of these kind of songs, and I cannot wait to finish recording to add this to it, because, yo, there are just some days when I need to be riding my bike somewhere, and I'm gonna be listening to these, because this is just those kind of vibes. Absolutely mind-blowing. This was freaking awesome. Guys, please jump in the link in the description below, give the original a like and a comment and subscribe. Also subscribe to me and like and comment on this video. Tell me other incredible Bob Seger songs, because I obviously need to hear more of this man. His voice is insane. Also check me out over on Patreon. Over on Patreon, I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.